Hello and welcome to the Races TV. Well, what a weekend for South Australian racing last weekend with the fantastic win of Miracles of Life in the Patinack Farm Blue Diamond Stakes. A great result for our guests from last week, Dan Clark and Lawrence Diakovic. It was actually a magnificent day for South Australian racing. The other two Group 1 races at Caulfield going to South Australian jockeys, with Kerrin McEvoy winning the Oakley Plate on Mrs Onassis, and of course Dwayne Dunn on Black Caviar's half-brother All Too Hard taking the futurity. Let's have a look at racing this week in South Australia. We've got Carlton Draft Port Lincoln Cup Day coming up on Friday. We'll check that field a little bit later. On Saturday, it's Bogue's Lord Reims Stakes at Morfordville, and we'll also have a look at the Lord Reims in just a moment. Then on Sunday, we go to Murray Bridge. Next Wednesday, racing in South Australia at Gawler, and on Thursday at Bordertown. So again, it's a busy week of racing here in South Australia. Simon Price rides Stack Hannibite in the Carlton Draft Port Lincoln Cup. Simon, he doesn't win out of turn, but he's a horse which has been good for the stable. 5 wins and 24 minor placings, and he's got a fair bit of money in the bank as well.
Yeah, you're right, Terry. Hopefully he likes the sea air over there, and like you say, he was pretty consistent there for a while, and now it's sort of win or sort of run sort of down the track, but we know he's got the ability, so if he gets there switched on, he's definitely a chance.
I mentioned he's only got the 5 wins from 59 starts, but you have one on the horse. That's a positive.
Yeah, I had, I think it was a prep ago where I won on him, and he was actually quite consistent. And then he obviously this sort of early on this, Scotty Westover won on him when he got a bit of weight and claimed off of him. So I think maybe the chop and change actually does the horse, keeps him sort of thinking as well.
What's your record in the Port Lincoln Cup? You got one?
Three. Yeah.
You won 3, okay.
Yeah,
and
I think, yeah.
Saturday, Distillation in the Lord Reims Stakes, the Bogue's Lord Reims. If someone had have said to me 6 months ago that Distillation would have won 4 of his last 5 and would be one of South Australia's leading hopes going into the Bogue's Lord Reims Stakes and maybe the Adelaide Casino Adelaide Cup, I would have said you're mad.
Yeah, even early this prep he got beaten, I think 15 lengths, things like that, and Bill's done a great job with him. He had a few little issues, sort of, I think it was to do with his back or something like that. Then I got on him another day at Strath, and he sort of got beaten 5 lengths, and it was unsuitable distance, things like that, and then went to Oakbank and won very easy. And he's probably a touch unlucky when he ran 4th or 5th behind Tristacat, I think it was. Sort of learned a little bit about him that day, and since then it's all worked out. And look, he worked in this morning. Feels great, looking good. Think he'll go the trip. He's relaxed, and he's been getting to the front and pricking the ears, and you just got to keep him going. Otherwise, he might just pull up on you. But at this stage, he's 4 out of 5. The last 5 is good going.
Yeah, we need him to keep going.
2 more.
Maybe a chance for us in the Adelaide Cup.
Yeah,
luck,
hopefully.
Simon.
Thanks, Terry.
In the Bogue's Lord Reims Stakes on Saturday, Warratone, one of the great chances in the race. Kylie Huxtable, you've done a great job with him, Kylie. He's had a long preparation as well, so I guess mindful of that with the Adelaide Cup coming up, you gave him that little break between the run in Melbourne and his last run in the Birthday Cup.
Yeah, that became, he's hopeless on the wet tracks, Terry, so being a Mossman we sort of always thought, winter time, but we sort of had to reconsider and have him back for the spring, so opted to give him a couple more runs in our carnival. But no, the horse has done a treat, he really has. Trained on beautiful since his run in the Birthday Cup. I couldn't be happier with him going into the Lord Reims.
Must be really excited as well. You're going to have a run at, albeit well, touchwood in the Adelaide Casino Adelaide Cup.
Yeah, no, I am excited. It's really good to have a nice horse in the stable.
And what about as far as the jockey is concerned for the Adelaide Cup? You locked in?
We are locked in, yes. Yeah, Gaddy will ride him. Unless he stuffs up really bad in the Lord Reims, of course.
We should just mention Gaddy's actually watching this interview nice and close, just over my right shoulder.
That's right, yeah.
His last run in the Birthday Cup, though, both you and Paul would have been really happy with that.
Yeah, really happy. First run for 6 weeks. Always knew he was going to take good benefit out of that run, and like I said, he's trained on a treat. He didn't have much luck in the Birthday Cup. The upside, we didn't get a penalty, I suppose. That's the upside, but yeah, no, he's done a well since. So.
And you can win on Saturday. It's a penalty-free race for the Cup.
That's right. Yeah, no, he's spot on. Looking forward to Saturday.
Good luck, Kylie.
Thanks.
Okay, so the 2 races we're going to have a look at. Firstly, at Port Lincoln on Friday, the Carlton Draft Port Lincoln Cup. Always a great time at Port Lincoln, and this is the lineup for the Cup. Wonderful 2 days of racing over there on the West Coast. And this is the 3rd leg of the Bill Holland Series, the Carlton Draft Port Lincoln Cup. And then on Saturday, the big one at Morfordville, as the horses get ready for the Adelaide Casino Adelaide Cup on Monday, March 11, the running of the Bogues Lord Dream Stakes. In the lineup, plenty of interstate raiders. Hopefully South Australia can keep some of the money here with the likes of Distillation and Warratone. We'll see you again next week for The Races TV.
There's nothing like a day at the races.